Hi, I'm Alisha Lovrich and I am a Canon New Zealand Ambassador and a sports photographer. Being a woman in sports photography at the moment is quite an advantage for me because there aren't as many women out there compared to the blokes. You probably saw at the Paris Olympics, if you look at a wide shot of photographers, you could probably pick out on one hand how many girls are out there. But at the moment, especially in New Zealand, people do remember me more just because there ain't many of us. So they go, oh, that tall, loud girl, yeah, that's me. I just see it as this is an opportunity to help show more representation, show that there are people out there who probably go oh, I really want to do sports photography or sport commercial. As women, we can do this. It's not oh, this isn't a place for women. It totally is a place for women. We just need to be seen. So there are quite a few pivotal moments as a photographer or any career that you do say to yourself, oh, I've made it. And yes, there are the major events you get to work, things like the Olympics, working for some of the biggest brands in the world. But honestly for me, when I realized I made it was actually recently. This lady came up to me with her daughter and she was like, I love your work, it's so cool, it's so you get to travel, your photos are amazing. And she turned to her kid and see, you could do that too. And I'm that's so cool that I never really thought of myself as being a bit of someone to look up to. Maybe, but it was so cool to see her mum literally telling her oh look, this is an option for you. That's when I realized ooh, I think I made it. I made it, Mum. I've been really lucky in the fact that every time I step out in the arena, whether it's sport or whether I'm just doing some big event or if I'm doing some commercial job or stuff like that, I've always been very welcomed by the guys. I remember turning up to a Black Sticks match and I would have been maybe 23, and then I had the guys be oh my gosh, hey, nice to meet you, who you working for, really encouraging. And I could see in their eyes, they thought it was really cool to see someone like me coming. Quite often for some jobs, I get hired because I'm a woman. So my first brand straight after university was Nike. And they told me, they said, we wanted you because you are exactly our market. One of the events that they had, it was called Nike Training Club, and they were very tailored towards women, and it was a space for women to feel they can go join these workout classes for free, they were free, and feel they're in a safe space. And they told me, they said, we picked you because women in the class will feel more comfortable if a woman is shooting them. Moments like that when I realized, okay, I've never seen me being a woman in a male-dominated industry as a disadvantage. I've only ever seen it as a huge advantage. So for tips of breaking into the industry, honestly, just use your network, talk to people. In the age of social media, it is easier to reach out to people. Everyone needs content, but not many people can afford to pay for content. So you're wanting to get out there, work on some personal projects. If I want to do a personal project, I think of something cool, I will just reach out to an athlete yo, do you want some free pictures, and stuff, and just tag me on the post. Collaboration post is a pretty powerful thing now in this age of social media where you ask an athlete, can you collab this? That helps your reach. The way Canon can help create opportunities for women is maybe having some workshops that are led by women. I mean, heck, I can lead it if you want. Maybe a Facebook group where everyone can talk. We can talk even just woman issues or woman, hey, what straps are good for women, camera straps. Maybe it's a space for women to just kind of create a little bit of a community. The commitment sports media should make to help create this inclusive space is essentially representation. You got female sports, get female commentators. My mate Hamish Kerr won the Olympic gold. One of my friends was actually commentating, and all you hear is her losing it on air, and it is the most beautiful thing ever. It's the soundtrack of his life. But there are two tones on that air. You've got a male voice and a female voice. It's interesting, right? And even just having sports reporting, having a mix. We're thinking more about what are the different tones? What's using it to your advantage? I really just want to inspire other girls to feel that they too can have a career in sports photography, that they too can have a career in sports media. And maybe that the more eyes that see what I'm doing, then we can maybe get more people doing it. So just be nice, reach out to people, and have fun.